Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this exciting edition of what is today? The April 22nd. Well, all right, cool. Let's start with a pledge of allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, another wild weekend, and now we're back at the old salt mills here. I suppose I better introduce these crazy people. I am Candace Payne, chair of this ostentatious gathering. Tom Rolfe is immediately to my left, and immediately to his left is Brandy Spangler, who helps keep us rolling right along here. And to my immediate right is Andy Hunthausen and Nico Hash from the county attorney's office, and Roger Balls, who is our, I'm not supposed to use acronyms, so our chief administrative officer. There, that's why I don't do acronyms. Anyway, okay. Then we have up at the front of the room, there is a sign-in sheet, and I hope all of you will participate in signing or sign-in sheet, letting us know who is here, making a record of it. And our agenda, I believe there's copies of the agenda up there too. So this morning, we will start out with the consent action item 2A as presented by Mr. Roger Balls.
Thank you, Chair Payne and Commissioners. This is item 2A. It is concurrence with speed limit recommendation. Staff recommends approval. And Commissioners, this is associated with the Jim Darcy School Zone. Thank you very much.
Is there any questions or comments from the Commission? Is there any public comment? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Chair Payne, I would move to approve the consent action item 2A as presented by Mr. Balls.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the consent action item as presented by Mr. Roger Balls. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 3-0. And we've got this to sign today. Moving right along. Agenda item number. We get a bid opening with Audra Zacherl. Audra?
Good morning, Chair Payne, Commissioners. I'm Audra Zacherl, Assistant Director of Public Works. This morning, we are opening bids for the construction of the Head Lane Bridge, which generally consists of the replacement of a single-span timber structure on Head Lane over 7 Mile Creek with a new 54-foot single-span bridge constructed with a county-supplied pre-stressed concrete tri-deck girders. And this morning we have 6 bids to open. Okay, this first bid that I will open is from Battle Ridge Builders LLC of Belgrade, Montana. Okay, the bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged. The bid appears to be fully complete. The unit price, or the total of all unit price bid items is $470,129. The additive alternate number 1 for concrete approach slab is $15,750. Okay, the second bid that I will open is from TCA Group Incorporated out of Billings, Montana. Okay, the bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged. The bid appears to be fully complete. The total of all unit price bid items is $595,131. And the additive alternate number 1 for the concrete approach slab has no bid amount. Okay, this next bid that I'm opening is from the Smith River Construction LLC, Great Falls, Montana. The bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged. The bid appears to be fully complete. The total of all unit price bid items is $614,126. For the additive alternate number 1, the concrete approach slab, the bid amount is $17,010. This next bid that I will be opening is from Bedor, BEADOR Construction Company Incorporated out of Costa Mesa, California. Okay, the bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged with a 0, although there was one addendum. The bid otherwise appears to be fully complete. The total of all unit price bid items is $1,042,525. The additive alternate number 1 for the concrete approach slab is $26,775. Okay, this next bid is from Frontier West of Helena, Montana. Again, for the record, this is Frontier West LLC of Helena, Montana. The bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged. The bid appears to be fully complete. The total of all unit price bid items is $703,127. The additive alternate number 1 for the concrete approach slab is $34,650. Okay, and the final bid that I will be opening this morning is from Montana Materials and Construction out of Helena, Montana. The bid security has been included. The addendum has been acknowledged. The bid appears to be fully complete. The total of all unit price bid items is $521,777. The additive alternate number 1 for the concrete approach slab is $22,688. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Say that again. I think I added an 8. The additive alternate number 1 for the concrete approach slab is $22,680. Staff would like to take these bids under advisement and return on Tuesday, May 6th with a recommendation for award.
Thank you, Audra. Do commissioners have any questions for Audra on these bids?
I do not. None.
Do we have any public comment on these bids? Seeing none, let's have a motion.
Chair Payne, I would move that we ask staff to take these bids under advisement, make a recommendation to this commission on May 6th at our regular scheduled meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we have our staff take these bids under advisement and bring them back to us for final action in our meeting of, what was the date? May 6th?
Correct.
May 6th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion has passed 3-0. Thank you, Audra. Next item on our agenda is the grant. You people don't all have to leave just because she did. Did I say something? Okay, Kyle, you're it. Grant application to the State of Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation as described to us by Mr. Kyle Sturgill-Simon. Go for it.
Yeah, they don't know what they're missing here. Kyle Sturgill-Simon, Emergency Manager for Lewis and Clark County. Madam Chair, Commissioners, thank you. Before you is a proposal to apply for the Local Government Assistance Grant made available by the Department of Natural Resources and Conservation. We would be applying for an amount of $8,000. There is a required match of 10%. We have Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group contracted to the county to perform mitigation duties within county limits, and we would be asking them to do wildfire risk assessments throughout the county free of charge for residents, property owners, and whatnot, and to also provide documentation for the match of 10%. So the total amount spent would be about $8,800, but none through the county.
Thank you, Mr. Sturgill-Simon. Do we have any questions?
Chair Payne,
Andy?
Mr. Sturgill-Simon. This is important stuff, so just wanted to take an extra second or 2 minute, maybe, to explain what what this does do and what the funds go to. You talked about the Fire Safe Working Group doing assessments. What does that mean? What do they do? What kinds of properties are they engaging for the most part? I live in the WUI. Many people might not know what that is. Explain that a little bit and go.
Absolutely. Chair Payne, Commissioner. So first off, WUI, WUI, Wildland Urban Interface. Quite a bit of our county is considered the Wildland Urban Interface. It's wherever the developed environment where people have built homes is close enough to the undeveloped environment to have an increased wildfire risk. Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group employs a couple of professional wildfire risk assessors. And with grants like this, we're able to provide this service free of charge for residents in the county to have that assessor come out, take a look at the property, give the property owner or resident advice on what could make their home hardier in case there's a wildfire in the proximity or on their own property. The great thing about that is that they're provided with a formal written up assessment that the property owner can either attack themselves. A lot of these things are very accessible items that they can do on their own property, or they can also ask for further assistance from Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group, and they utilize other grants, some of which we've helped with, that can actually bring contractors out to the property, either removing troublesome trees, brush, juniper. Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group hates juniper. And so it's free to get started. All anybody needs to do is get onto the Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group website. It's tcsfwg.org. It's also, there's a link to it on our emergency management page on the county website. And there's a link asking for an assessment to be done. Somebody calls, arranges a time, and comes out.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair Payne.
Okay, I have a question for you, Kyle. This grant is being approved by the Lewis and Clark County Board of Commissioners. And the entity that is apparently benefiting is the Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group. Does that mean some of this money will be used in one of our neighboring counties, or is this all to be used in Lewis and Clark County?
Oh, good question, Chair Payne. So this is the for permission to apply for the grant. I hope very soon to come back for permission to accept the grant. And then this would be our contract with Tri-County Fire Safe specifically for work on properties within Lewis and Clark County.
Are the other two counties, and I assume it's Broadwater and Jefferson,
Correct.
in the Tri-County? Is that correct?
Yes, Chair Payne, the Tri-County is Broadwater County, Jefferson County, and Lewis and Clark County.
Do the other two counties apply separately?
I know that Jefferson County has intent to apply for this grant. I don't know about Broadwater County.
Okay, thank you. Tom, do you have anything?
Just a comment. I think that we got another wake up last year when the fire hit out between Hebgen and York. I mean, Canyon Ferry and New York, rather. And the areas that were mitigated were far different, far easier to fight and contain the fire than areas that weren't. And we need to remember that and encourage people to mitigate the areas around their homes, to try to protect their homes in the case of a fire that, it's sooner or later it's going to come.
Thank you, Commissioner. Chair Payne. On that note, the Forest Service had done extensive mitigation work in that area, which it helped drastically for the response efforts. There were parts along Jimtown Road that were much safer to fight that fire from because of the work that had been done. And then also in this respect for mitigation work done on individual properties. I spoke to people who had mitigation work done on their property. They were evacuated and they felt much safer and more secure being away from home, knowing that work had been done to keep it safe.
You bet. Thank you for this effort.
Is there any public comment? Seeing no public comment, we are ready for a motion.
Chair Payne, I would move to approve the grant application to the State of Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation as explained by Kyle Sturgill-Simon.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the grant application as presented by Mr. Sturgill-Simon. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. We have now come to the moment in our agenda wherein we ask for public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of this commission that is not on the agenda above. Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.